Welcome to the Modern Man 1989, and this is the 24-hour review of the Seiko Monster 2019 Blue Dial. I love this watch. Let's move on.
Okay, and this is just fitting beautifully. The bracelet is amazing once you get it sized right, and I had to remove 4 links. In fact, I may remove a link from this side and move it over here in order to increase, in order to get this end more towards the corner of this angle, like it is on my Seiko 5. But that is one thing that I did notice. Your fit will be dependent on your angle. Of course, I like wearing my watch above the bone. Some people like to wear it down here or whatever. You know, that's just not comfortable for me. But this, oh my gosh, the blue dial is just so striking. I'm going to get it off the wrist here so I can look at this a little bit better and sit down. Okay, so obviously we've improved the lighting situation and everything. And, you know, one other thing I wanted to do today was to explain that automatic watches, in case you didn't know, you know, they drift. Of course, when we set this watch yesterday to the atomic time, it was about 0.6, maybe 0.7 seconds off. It was less than a second from the atomic time, from when we started the movement and kind of wound it up and got everything, the date all set and everything. And I've been wearing it all day to work today. And I'll tell you what, the pins and collars system, just insane to do, especially for the first time. Now, of course, my tools helped me very, very much. But, you know, man, that was an interesting task. But, of course, I just managed to make sure that all of them, you know, looked uniform and flush on both sides. You know, it looked like everything kind of came together very, very well. So me just doing this for the first time and watching some videos off of Long Island Watch.com's Mark's channel on YouTube. He does a series called Watch and Learn. And so I have tuned into that series quite a bit, and man, you do learn a lot of stuff. I wanted to make sure I got this particular one right. He actually had a video where he took a specific Seiko Monster pins and collars, and I probably watched that video 4 or 5 times before I felt comfortable getting to it. And but I did it, and you know, if I can do it, anybody can do it, really. I'm nobody special, but you know, I really do enjoy this watch. You know, when it comes to comparing it to my Seiko 5, my Seiko 5 braceleted version, let's get that over here. Yeah, it's right over here. So this one, it fits great. I'm going to wear it tomorrow to work, because me personally, I like to switch, you know, from one automatic watch to another. I think it, in my opinion, you know, it just kind of gives the movement a little bit of rest, you know. It gives it time to wind down, you know. So the next day, so this has been winding down for the last, you know, 24 hours since I put this baby on. And so, of course, we set these both approximately to the same time. And now look at these 2 movements. They're the same minute, but the second hands, if you see, they are in completely different positions, you know, respect to Seiko 5. This one has a particularly, in my opinion, accurate movement, even when sitting, which is kind of weird, you know. So that's the reason why I want to get a time grapher and really compare these two truly. You know, that would be the true comparison. But the colors on this are just, it all depends on what angle you look at it. It's just insane. I can't say enough of it. I'm in love with this watch. I love the Seiko Monster line. And I don't know, people call Seiko addicts, yeah, or Seikoholics. No, that's what it is, Seikoholics. And yeah, I can see why. There's a definite difference between $200, $205, and $420. It's heavier. It's got more presence. Of course, this is not comparing this Blue Dial to Blue Dial, so it's really not a fair comparison. But maybe one day I will get a Blue Dial of this braceleted version Seiko 5, but that'll be for some time down the road. I want to get some better watches to compare the price points. There's a vast difference in presence and overall wrist feel that you get with this watch that is so superior to what I experience when I have this watch on. Now, granted, because they're both braceleted watches, I really like that. They're really comfortable to me. They're even more comfortable to me than NATO straps when they're sized right. So, I can't fault this one, and I'm going to wear it tomorrow, and I'm honestly happy about it. It's a great watch, for only $205 that I paid for it. That's kind of an insane deal right there. But for this is, you don't feel like you're getting shortchanged anywhere. This feels like a complete quality piece. You can feel where your $420 is going. So thank you from Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. And, pick him up there, support Mark and what he's doing. I do. I'm going to anyway. In the future, there are more watches on his website I want. At any rate, what we're going to do next is we're going to go and play with the atomic clock and see how far the drift is off on this, because we know we set this yesterday, and I believe it's going to be a little bit behind, maybe by 7 seconds or 8 seconds. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next. Okay, and welcome to the fireplace and atomic clock area of the Modern Man 1989. And so what I'm going to do here is demonstrate what happens when you plug in an atomic clock. It's really cool in my opinion. This is the same Timex that you saw yesterday. So here we go. Yep. There we go. It's receiving the signal. 2021, January 26, 8:31 p.m. And look, it does it for you automatically. Tuesday. That's pretty insane. That's pretty awesome. 8:32, and look at that loom on that monster. Look at that loom. Oh my gosh, there. And it's striking. When I saw this last night, I did go to bed and to sleep with this. The reason why you go for Seiko 5s is the loom. When you get up at night, you want to be able to see what time it is. That's why I'm selling the Darth Vader. Screw that watch, it doesn't have any loom. This you can see very legibly at any given time of the night. It lasts all night. Your eyes will thank you for it. Okay, so 8:32, it's right there, so we're gonna just try and focus on both of them at the same time. Oh, 8:30. Okay, so we are about 8 seconds, 9 seconds behind. If you saw the change when it happened, we'll gab the fat for another minute while the second hand spins around. But 8:33. Oh, hey, look who's coming to join us, Mark from Long Island Watch. Hey, thanks for the watch, buddy. You know, I'm trying to get it out there that this is a really, really great watch. Thank you for being a authorized Seiko dealer, and thank you for doing what you do. You're an horological hero. So everybody, pause the video right now and go subscribe to LongIslandWatch.com. Obviously, I'm in the middle of, I believe, a watch and learn or a new Seiko. I think it's a new Seiko. But at any rate, as Deja Vu would say, I'm rabbiting on. 33, 34. Okay, so yeah, that was about 8-9 seconds if you saw that, where the second hand was when it changed. They were both kind of blurry at the time, but I really wanted to try and capture both of that. So I believe I did there, and I'm happy with that. Super happy with this watch. Oh my gosh. There will be more monsters in the future, I think, you know, but I really want to explore, you know, the different price brackets, you know, going from the $205 Seiko to the $420 Seiko Monster. I love the 4 o'clock crown. It's just a design I prefer. I don't know why. It's just very aesthetically pleasing. The hands are insane. You can see these hands and you can see exactly what time it is at any given time of the day. The movement seems to actually line up all day. And it even lines up within the indice with respect to where the second hand is. So if this, when the second hand passes the 15, we get to the quarter dial. You'll see it go. You'll see the middle of the needle move from the indice to a quarter of the to the next indice. Which is extremely impressive. This is the 4R36 movement, same movement that's in the basic Seiko 5 sports version, but this seems to line up better for some reason. This seems to do better. Maybe it's the hands. Maybe I just have a bias on loving these hands over those other hands. But the black and white Seiko 5 is going to be, you know, in the work rotation. This one's going to be one day, and the Seiko 5 bracelet will be the other day. And then, of course, my digital watch I'll throw in there at some point. But I really prefer the automatics, the automatic sweep, the mesmerizing dials, you know. Even the simple black dial Seiko 5 is just really, really awesome. But this just takes it to, the Monster takes it to a whole different level. An entirely different level. You feel it. This is an instrument. It's not just a watch. This is made for life. This is made for a tough life. You can abuse this. You really feel like you can, you know. And I really abuse the tools that I have in general. I'm just rough on things. If it can survive me, it can survive a lot of different things. Wow, look at that dial. Especially with that fire in the background. That's really cool. Okay. Some people don't like the Cyclops. I love the Cyclops. This, even this candy barred Cyclops, you know, is what they call it. Even though it is askew, chaptering's a little askew. Of course, it wouldn't be a Seiko if it weren't. But, and I say that with great respect to Seiko, I really do. I love this watch. It's insane, especially the brushed as opposed to the polished areas on the bracelet that makes it look more intricate than it really is. You know, it's very simple, and I like that. I really like Japanese design and engineering, and it just seems to be very simple and reliable. So, at any rate, that has been the 24-hour review. It's a great watch. Yes, it drifts. You'll have all of your automatic watches drifting, but